Stafford's got a ton of confidence that he can win his leverage point.
Get the run game here with Kyron Williams. Yeah, it's...
They can get back out there.
Play action. Stafford protected. There's a flag, though. This may be a hold. Here's Williams, who is going to go down.
Use of hands to the face. Offense, number 77. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Yeah, they get Alaric.
They're on the ropes a little bit. I like their ability to use tempo, but now they go backwards and man coverage. Good opportunity here.
A handoff instead to Williams, and there's not much. Just across the 50.
This is where they just have not done a good job today. They're 1 of 5 on third down. Again, I said in the open, living on 3rd and 12. That's the reality. That's for Richard Sherman.
There you go.
Did play receiver.
Was a receiver.
Stanford.
The play happened well
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting, Seattle number 27. 15.
And you see he's yapping at the Rams bench, Dean.
Exactly right.
Now we'll see if they can make him pay. Stafford, low enough, going deep. Nakua's open.
He goes right for him. Back to Woolen, who just got the penalty. Slight bubble. Here's the route. Just a little stutter at that move point, which is about 14 yards. That's where they, and then giving up the deep one-on-one with, of course, Puka Nacua.
The ruling on the field was a touchdown.
34 yards. And he hangs on down to the goal line for the score.
But to be fired up and juiced up, but not at the detriment of your own team.
Nevis, extra point is up and good. Wow, this is some game.
Both these offenses have been so impressive today. Keeping the defenses off balance, finding their best matchups, good protection.
A short kick returnable for Shaheed. Not sure they wanted that. And they cover it well that time, though. Shaheed taken down, just like Bryant in there.
Yeah, I just think there's a human intricacy to all these team environments, and which one matters until the game's over. That's why they're all important.
Here is Shaheed on the end around. Gets away from one Ram and then played pretty well. We showed him going back to the locker room. He's got a cramp issue, so questionable to return right now. We'll let you know if he does.
Back and McVay.
2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Pressure in his face. Runs away from Desjuan Johnson to replace Turner, and he throws it away. So Desjuan Johnson. Blitz coming. Darnold sees it, gets rid of it, complete Walker. I think he got it. Where do they mark it? Ooh.
And great effort knowing where it is. Curl's got him inside leverage, so of course the outside breaking routes are where you want to throw it, and it's just too much.
Play clock at 1. Get it off. Darnold just dumps it underneath there for a completion and tripped up his... You know, we could be fans too, even if one of us is the greatest player of all time. Like, we were shocked at that fumble. We're like, whoa!
Made.
Darnold.
Some time. Room to run if he wants it, and he's going to take it. Gets a block. Darnold's got a first down and more.
Can communicate, so they get to more of a conservative call. Their cover 2 version. And now Sam's got to make a play with his feet. So, you know, an infinite amount more time.
Oh, look out! Cam Kinchens flies through the line and gets a big sack
here. They miss time on the boot, and nobody accounts for him. That's where Darnold has to account for that. He knows that the offensive...
4 of them have been against Seahawks. That time is sack. Now it's Darnold trying to make it back underneath the Cooper Cup. And he's got about 5. It'll be 3rd and long.
Either hand it off or throw it underneath and try to improve the play.
First was offsides unless he got baited. Well, doesn't it? Makes it a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely. He's frustrated that he hasn't had kind of the impact today that he normally has. He's trying to get a jump.
4-man rush this time. Darnold, pressure up the middle, throws, incomplete. Tried to get
his hips back. That allows Durant to drive on that ball in a really nice time pass breakup. Catch the ball and Pitcher sure-handed guy back there.
Yeah, so McVay makes a move. Williams does what he was out there to do. And the Rams...
The pass they had given up.
Start with the run to Corum on the outside, who gets a nice little hole, and Corum searching forward for a Rams first.
It's an absolute slugfest, but you have to find a way to be your best when your best is required at the end of the game and win.
Stafford looking to be his best here. Has some protection, zips it underneath the Corum, a little sidearm throw, and Blake Corum with a big run. He's got 50.
More deep completions today than
parts of the field, and Seattle just hasn't been able to stymie him in any of the games they faced this season.
Kyron Williams is wide open out of the backfield, makes a nice move, and still on his feet. He's got a first down.
edge of the defense. But so much of good offense is standing in there against, elite pass rushes, deliberate.
On first down, another play action. Stafford looking deep, loaded up, going deep down there for Mudfield, but he was covered like glue by Wolf. Xavier Smith picked up there. They scored on the next play to Jake Bogrow. So that definitely worked. And then this.
The ones that have been costly for both teams.
Stafford, blitz is coming. Stands in and delivers to Parkinson in stride. First down Rams, and he's upended down to the 35.
It's clean. The launch point they just can't get to. Parkinson ends up being the 4th or 5th read. He's got a defensive end haul and covering the same thing as a coach.
Stafford can't find that anyway. Comes underneath the coral, but he's tackled immediately after just a couple.
It's just been an offensive explosion similar to a few weeks ago, week 16.
And I just appreciate Stafford so much. The top-ranked defense in the league.
Second down underneath again. It's Corum, makes a catch and tackled short. It'll be a third down at about.
Because the ball comes out of his hands so quickly, it's so fatiguing for the defensive line. They get frustrated. They stop.
3rd and 1. Stafford another fake over the middle. It's dropped! Oh, Parkinson might have walked in.
Stafford saw that the hard sell play action to the right. You get the team all the way aggressive that way and run the ball.
4th and 1. They're going to throw it. Stafford in trouble. Trying to get there. He gets there.
He's got the tackle. DeMarcus Lawrence, who's done such a great job this year.
Corum. Flag flies far into the field, and he goes nowhere.
Offside. Defense number 48. 5-yard penalty. It's 1st and 5.
And just what an MVP performance. Finding Adams, he's finding Puka, he's finding his tight ends, he's finding his backs, he's doing that.
So 1st and 5 after the penalty. Stafford looks to the screen, it's not there. Now shovels it out to Nakua. What a great play that was. And Nakua's got a first.
6.5 to play. Stafford over the middle again. Nakua in traffic, stymied at the 7.
Butching him as he comes out of the backfield. And Puka still finds a way.
Kyron Williams salutes one tackle, tripped up almost immediately. And it's going to
Passing, a little bit of leverage. That's all Matthew needs. That's all he's looking for. We'll see if he can dial it.
Stafford looking that way, not open. Now searching, sidearm throwing. It is knocked away.
Supporting that, so it gets Stafford to the right side, and Nakua really can't spring free. Maybe he's got a shot.
4th down. Stafford looking, throwing. It is incomplete. Seattle takes back with 4:54 to go in the lead.